Hi, I usually do these kinds of videos when things get bad, and I'm gonna level with you. This is not that time. So last time I made a video, I was talking about a handful of mistakes and poor choices I made this year, and honestly through the past couple years, and it made me resort to coping the wrong way all the time, every single time. And I don't know what happened that was so different this year, but it made such a huge impact on me and my life, and the people I was involved with really unintentionally encouraged me, just by them being them, to finally get my shit together. I have finally started going on the path to getting everything figured out, and I'm surprised by it. Actually, I'm not surprised. I feel like I was always meant to finally succeed, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There were a lot of times where I was done. I went out of my way to not only find my limits, but also force myself down constantly. And I mean constantly. There was not a moment these past few years where I made sure I made the wrong choices. I did the morally incorrect things. I just wanted to force myself down more and more. And although it's been a very long time, for other things that I've done, I have finally pushed out the need for things that I would say would damage my body and my mental health. And I have scrapped that from my agenda. I have made leaps, and it hurts a lot knowing that a lot of the people that were with me through a lot of error, they don't want anything to do with me anymore. I've tried reaching out to a handful of people, and this is exactly what happened. I either got blocked or somehow unblocked in between my screw-ups, and I would message them, and the one friend that was my best friend in the whole world, they made a cringy TikTok video basically making fun of me without involving my name whatsoever, just to point out that I was a joke for even trying to be their friend again. And then another friend I screwed up with, and she refuses to even acknowledge my growth. And I am starting to realize that there are some people that you do not need in your life for those exact reasons. Those were people I was incredibly close to. Those were people I saw almost weekly, sometimes even daily. And they had good energy about them, and no, I'm done trying. I'm done trying to appease every single person. Their view of me is not that anymore. It's not that. I've gotten better, and I've made so many more improvements with myself. I'm doing more podcasting out in public. And it's been really lifting my spirits to do that, because now that I am trying, and this is, no, actually, you know what? No, I'm not trying. This is me doing what I said I was going to do a long time ago. And like I said, there are just some people I really wanted to be on the journey with me, and I cannot let how they think I still am affect my view of myself anymore. I am now becoming someone that I'm proud of. I'm becoming someone that other people are proud to be calling a friend. And then there are a very small list of people who would not care if I died or not. And the more I reflect and look at the issues that I involve myself with, it doesn't matter how hard you try, and it doesn't matter how many times you apologize. Some people are not worth your trouble, and in the most respectful way to those people that refuse to see my growth, want nothing to do with me despite my change, I forgive you. I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit on people that meant a lot to me at one point. And I mean that from the heart. It's not the person I am. I could easily use this moment to say as much negative stuff I can, But even after saying that, I know damn well they are going to continue to talk down on me. And again, in the most respectful way, you're beneath me. I fucked up. I fucked up a lot. And I respect the hell out of you, but I'm not wasting my emotions or my breath anymore to accommodate someone else's perception of me. That's not how I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live my life the way I want, and the way I want to live it is productively. I am going to slowly mold myself and turn myself into the person I am meant to be, and I have started. So if people want to continue to be bitter, they have every right to be. But you can't sit there and refuse the amount of change and the amount of time and effort I put into myself and taint my name and refuse to even acknowledge that I'm trying my best. You haven't lived my life. You weren't here in this apartment for the panic attacks. You weren't here for laying on the floor drunk, crawling to bed every other night. You weren't there. You weren't there for so many self-sabotaging things that I was doing to myself. I'm glad you came over once in a while and held me. Each and every one of you meant a lot to me. And if you do not want to be a part of that story anymore, I respect that. But I don't feel like you have the right. You don't have the right to put me down every once in a while because you are out of the loop and you don't see change because you refuse to. I'm doing amazing. I'm actually doing great now. And I don't even know how to comprehend that. I took a lot out of myself. And a lot of the time, no one was there for it. You have no idea what I did to myself. You have no idea what I did to my brain, the things I forced myself into because I knew it would make me feel worse. I found every opportunity to somehow crank up the depression. I was looking for my line. I was looking for my limit. And I promise you, I tried to push myself to it every single time. That's for the negative stuff, not the positive stuff. Now the positive stuff, I'm doing great at. I'm being respected. I'm getting my face out there. I'm getting my name out there. I'm doing so many great things. And it's still only the beginning. But God, did I force myself into a deeper depression than people deserve. No one deserves to put themselves through that, and I did. I did willingly. If I saw the wrong choice, I chose it. I promise you I did. And I wasn't thinking clearly for any of it. I was ready to give up. And I felt like I was constantly just walking through moving traffic, waiting to finally find the urge to quit and be done with it. I wanted to be done so bad. I wanted it to be all over. And when things got bad, I unintentionally made them worse, even when I knew I needed to get out of it. And this year I did it. In my last video, I talked about how I relied on certain things to just get by, and I did that in a public space, and I got viewed by a couple people differently that I highly respect. And instead of doing what I always did after a breakup or after the worst times I've faced personally, I decided I was done. I just decided I was done. I knew I had everything at my disposal. So instead of going and drinking and everything else that was going to hurt me, I decided to do better. I decided to do better. And it's been great. I've been meeting so many amazing people. I'm still sitting there sometimes, not afraid to let go. But at the same time, I am finding so many more reasons to stay. And I'd like to say to anyone struggling every single day to find a reason to stay, you just have to. This isn't stuff I want to do. This is stuff I need to do. You find your own reason. You give things meaning, and each individual person going through something, every single one of you has a purpose, and it's just finding it, and it's just distracting yourself every single day. If that's what you need to do, if you need to distract yourself every single day just so you can finally find yourself, or at least begin to, you're on the right path. Because I was ready to quit, dude. I was. There would have been, like, what? Like, I don't know how much more open I can be about that. I don't know how much more subtle I can be about that. There would have been so much life I would have missed out on. And at the time, knowing how badly I wanted it to happen, I thought about how other people would feel about it. And I'll be honest, at that time, I didn't even care. You would have lost a friend. You would have, you would have lost a family member. You would have lost a brother. You would have lost a son. And I had to pull myself out of that mental space because I found more reasons to stay. I chose to be productive. It could have went a lot worse. And it wasn't in the back of my head, it was always right here. Somehow giving up was the main plan, and plan B was doing better. That is how lenient I was, because I knew no matter how many times I failed, I knew what the main goal was. And although some days are hard and it still hits me that was going to be it, and I wouldn't care. Now I care. I care so much. I care so much about staying. I care so much about what I'm doing, the impact I am leaving on myself, because this is my story, and I'm so thankful for everyone that wants to play a part in it. I'm changing, and I really wish more people would see that, but for the people that saw me bad and stayed, you have no idea what it means to me that I still have you. You don't. You don't know how worthless I felt. And that's not to undermine how other people feel. The only difference is I want to talk about it to everybody. I made it as open as possible how ready I was and how down I was, and I'll be real with you, I'm tired of crying. My story needs more success in it. I'm not done yet. There's more shit I need to do, and there's a lot of people I need to prove wrong. Not out of spite. I just need to prove it to myself that I can do better, and that I'm meant to be great, and I'm meant to play a role in all my closest friends' lives. I am meant for more than another young flame going out. There's work that needs to be done, and there are communities I want to be a part of, and there are voices that need to be heard, and I want more people to be open about their feelings and watch who stay, because the people that stay after you're vulnerable, they are worth 1,000,000 friends. And it's amazing. It's amazing to meet those people, and it's amazing to keep those people in your life. And like I said earlier, these are usually depressing videos. They are. Not this one. It's ending on a positive note. I am going out of my way to put my face out there. I want to be someone. I really want to be someone. And now I'm just playing catch up. I wasted so much time hating myself for good reasons. I need you to know that. I made mistakes. I really did. I made a lot. And I screwed over some people more than most, but the small amount of screw-ups were big. They were big. And I need to now put the time in to make it all better for myself. Like I said, I've tried to reach out to them. And there are just some people that you cannot win back. And I think more people need to understand that. You're going to try your best to reconnect with someone you lost, and there are just sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Like, there is literally nothing you can do about it, and it stresses out your mental every day. And that's what it was doing. I took it all out of myself every moment I could. I slept longer. I was jobless. Literally directly after a breakup this year, I lost my job, and then I got it back. I still felt like I was playing catch up with my life. I work for a company that takes care of other people, and then literally as soon as I come back to my job, I get like punched in the face a lot, which isn't their fault. It's just part of the job. And no, even though I wanted to lift my spirits a little bit more. I was like, I need this. I need to succeed. I need to do this. And then I decided on a whim in August. I was like, I'm going to do more podcast stuff in public. And that's exactly what I did. And now I'm hosting a Halloween party here in a couple days, a 2-night Halloween party out in State College, because someone saw a cosplay I did recently. They liked it, and they liked my personality. I did podcasts at Sci-Fi Con out in Altoona. I got to hear other people. I got to socialize. I wasn't just someone that was going there to look at vendors and talk to celebrities. I was going there to make voices be heard and people that wanted to be heard. I heard their cosplay experience, the convention experience, just small little bits of their history, and they got to play a part in my life temporarily, and it meant so much to me. And then I did so well in the videos that the official con pages shared my stuff. And like I said, I wouldn't be here to say that if I didn't put the effort in. Things got better. And I think that's going to be the title of the video. It's either things got better or I'm glad I stayed. Both winners. So I'm going to try to jump back into these again. Usually when I'm super depressed, I make these. But I think I want to talk more about my journey in a positive way. I want people to know I'm doing well. And this is part of the growth. Therapy doesn't work for me, but these do. These actually help me out a lot. It gets a lot off my chest. It helps. It helps me more than you'll ever know. Same thing with everyone who stayed. You have no idea what it meant to me when people still wanted to give a shit about me. So I thank you. I thank you for listening. I thank you for staying along for the journey. And I thank you so much for being a part of my story. Because it's not over yet. There's work that needs to be done. There's a lot of things I need to do. And there's a lot more fun to be had. And I will be sure to have that fun. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you at the next one. Boom.